And we come in the name of love. We come as brothers and sisters in divine service, and all will be well. And as we begin, we first find space where we are. We connect with the rhythm of our breathing, and let us just relax. Let us relax in our mind, in our body, and in our spirit. And let us just embrace each other's heart. Let us embrace the I Am presence within each other's heart. And let us form a circle of love as we embrace each other through the internet, through this channel. And I call on the company of heaven, and I ask them who can see all things, for they are the messengers of the Supreme. And they have flooded our earth plane with love, and they are guiding you and I right now to come into our heart. And though we are human, and in our humanity we fall down in many, many ways, but within us there is a hidden power, the power of the Christ's light, the cosmic Christ, with the divine feminine energies of God. So as we gather here, having lit our candle to remind us that we are also divine, that we're not just human, we are divine as well, and that we come in the name of love. And let us come to this table, the table of miracles, where the Father, Mother, God can see right through us and can see right into our heart, and even can read our thoughts. So let there be no fear, only love. And in that love, let there be light, a light that will empower us to come into the presence of God, to come as a beloved of God, as a co-creator of God. Let us come and know that we are all equal, because we are a child of that love. And this evening, this morning, I want us to call our spiritual teachers. Whoever your teachers are, call them, invite them to this table. If it is Jesus, invite Jesus. If it is the Lord Buddha or Vishnu or Ganesh or Krishna or Gandhi, Francis or Sri Chimoy, Mia Baba, Paramahanda Yogananda, Osho, invite them to sit with us in peace. And let there be love in our heart. Let there be peace in our heart. For we are all one. We are a child of God. So let us relax now. Let us be still. And as we sit around this table of many blessing, we call on the Christ light, that special light that came to planet Earth on the 21st of December. And that light is touching hearts as I speak. Let us be still now. Let us be still and allow our higher self embrace this light, for this light is love. This light represents eternal life. Just be still now. Be still. And with every in-breath that we breathe, let us be aware. Let us be aware of the love and the peace of the Christ child, born in a stable, born in abject poverty, to identify with mankind, the marginalized, those in society who feel so rejected and unloved. Let us allow the cosmic Christ come into our heart and ease the sorrows, the burdens, the tests, the trials, the disappointments that we each have to face in our everyday life. For nothing can be taken for granted, because everything is a gift. Friendship is a gift. Material things are on loan. So let us come now, and let us sit at the table where the cosmic Christ and Magdalena with our spiritual teachers have gathered, and they are waiting for us. They are waiting for us. And as we come to take our place, we are mindful that we are in the presence of God. And as we sit, we are aware of Gaia, and we are aware of the animal kingdom, the angelic beings of the animal kingdom. We are aware of the nature spirits and the tree divas. So let us just relax now and just allow the heart listen to the voice of Spirit. And with every in-breath, let us receive the blessings of God. For we were called to this session by the Spirit of the all-knowing God to share our presence, our love with each other. And I would like us to reflect on a few points for this session, and the topic would be becoming childlike in the presence of God. In this modern world with its technology and communication, we can be in touch with one another in a split second. But in our relationship with the Father, Mother, God Supreme, we are invited to become childlike and not childish. Behold, the Word was made flesh, the all-powerful promise of the Father, Mother, God, a helpless babe capable of making only childish cries. And I pride myself on being wise, satisfied that I have a superior mind. I doubt that the world's opinion of my capacities is sufficiently high. No, all that must change. I will be numbered among those happy children who lose all to win all. They no longer care for anything in the world for themselves, and they are indifferent when others scorn them or refuse to rely on their judgment. Let the world take pride in greatness. Let even those with high ideals and zealous in good works increase daily in discretion and decorum and other noteworthy virtues. As for me, my happiness will be in decreasing. Silently, self will diminish and disappear in lowliness, as I quietly accept whatever disapproval and disdain God wills for me. The shame of Jesus crucified united with the helplessness of Jesus, the little child born in a stable. We would rather die distressfully with him than be bound in swaddling clothes with him in the manger. We dread lowliness more than death, for death can be nobly and bravely endured. But to be treated like a child, to be deprived of self-respect, to return to childlike behavior, and yet to be keenly aware of the ridicule resulting from this action, means unbearable anguish for those whose souls, whose courage and sagacity would compensate for every other loss. Human wisdom, reason, courage, these the soul dying to self reluctantly relinquishes. All else has scarcely any hold on us, or hardly belongs to us, and slips lightly from our fingers. But our own wisdom is so flattering and forms such as an intimate part of the soul that to take it away is to flay us alive. The childlike heart is a heart that is always warmly welcomed by the Supreme. For we are asked to become childlike and not childish. And you see childishness in so many forms. You see it in your own family, you see it in monastic communities, where, for example's sake, one member of that family who seeks their own will over the others can behave so uncharitably, so dishonorably even, of always seeking the self, the I and the me culture. That is what our world resonates with. I and me. And yet a childlike trust uses more the word we, the Father, Mother, God and I are one. So let us come with that childlike heart, and let us sit at this sacred table, and let us call on the Father, Mother, God to speak to our hearts, to speak to us truthfully, and show us, to show us exactly what it is they want of us. And if we have a need, a specific request, we should always ask. We should come with that inner trust knowing that whatever we ask of our Father, Mother, God Supreme, they will give it to us if it is for our highest good. So let us visualize now that we are sat around this table with our brothers and sisters and with our spiritual teacher, and we are relaxed. And we are aware that we are in the presence of God. And we look across the table, and there we see Gaia Magdalena. We see the Christ. And his hands are outstretched, calling us to intimacy, beckoning us to come to him from our heart and just be still. And in that stillness, listen to what he's sharing with us. But the whole concept of the Christ being in front of us is a healing experience in itself. For he radiates the love, the peace and the joy of the Father, Mother, God. And as we sit in the silence, we are aware that he is touching us, that he is caressing our heart, and he is inviting us to share with him whatever ails us, whatever disturbs us, so that we can be healed of it in this moment or two. Let us speak truthfully with the cosmic Christ. Let us say it as it is. Just relax. And feel his tenderness around your heart. Feel his gentle caress of love, soothing your heart and your troubled mind. And with every in-breath that you breathe, there is a love coming from the mystical heart of God through the cosmic Christ. And he is touching us. Feel his love. For it is gentle, it is non-invasive, and it is respectful. Be still. And suddenly he opens his mouth and he speaks to us from his heart, words that he shared with us, and he now repeats them to us. And what I read are all channeled from the Christ. I am your refuge and strength, am ever-present help in trouble. Therefore you don't need to be afraid of anything, not even cataclysmic circumstances. The media are increasingly devoted to fear-inducing subject matter, terrorism, serial killers, environmental catastrophes. If you focus on such dangers and forget that I am your refuge in all circumstances, you will become increasingly fearful. Every day I manifest my grace in countless places and situations, but the media takes no notice. I shower not only blessings, but also outright miracles on your planet. As you grow closer to me, I open your eyes to see more and more of my presence all around you. Can you see me? Things that most people hardly ever notice, like shifting shades of sunlight, fill you with heart-bursting joy. You have eyes that see and ears that hear. So proclaim my abiding presence in the world. So proclaim my abiding presence in the world. And now we are listening. We are sensing. And we are touching the very essence of those words. And they have registered in our subconscious mind, so that when we leave here and go to our quiet time or to our rest, those words will speak to us. Those words will touch us. Those words will release us. Those very words will empower our heart to become that child again, to become childlike and child trusting, and to be a child who not only loves their God, but who receives their love from God. Let us just be aware that as we are gathered here, our hearts are entwined within the heart of the cosmic Christ, and we are at peace. We are at peace because there is love. Relax now and experience the healing touch of the Father, Mother, God through the beating heart of the cosmic Christ for you and for me. And the more we surrender to that love, and the more we engage in that childlike trust, we will pay the price. We will be rejected. And we must not be fearful, for we are here as an ambassador of love, to hold the Christ light for the world. And that will incur enemies, brothers and sisters who will feel threatened by the light of God within us. They will feel threatened because the light of that childlike trust will make them feel uncomfortable, and rather than take responsibility for their life and their actions, they will lash out at us, at you and me, and they will misunderstand because they're coming from their head, not their heart. You and I, having surrendered our heart to the Supreme, we are now in Christ consciousness, and we are replicating His love through our daily toils and struggles, because we are one. We are one. And we are a beloved of God. You and I, who have surrendered to the Supreme, we have become the beloveds of God. And the cosmic Christ is leading you and me by a different path, a path to love, a path to joy, a path to peace. So let there be no fear when doors close on us and friends walk away. Let us hold firm to that sacred promise that Jesus shared with us. When you call on me, I will be with you. When you call on me, I will come to you. When you call on me, I will come into your heart. Let us be still. And in the stillness, embrace the Supreme, a loving Father, Mother God, who love us even in our vulnerability. They love us in our weakness and weariness. They love us because we are their child. And we can conclude with the mantra of our choosing, but the one I will use is, I am a child of God. I am a beloved of God, and it doesn't matter what people think of me, for I am loved. For who I am as a co-creator of God. Feel the peace. Become the peace. Step into that peace and celebrate your life.